Queen Anne-Marie of Greece. Marie is the wife of King Constantine II, who reigned from 1964 until 1973. Anne-Marie was born a Princess of Denmark and is the youngest daughter of King Frederick IX of Denmark and his wife Ingrid of Sweden. She is the youngest sister of the reigning Queen Margrethe II of Denmark and cousin of the reigning King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden. Biography = Birth and family = Princess Anne-Marie was born on August 30, 1946 at Amalienborg Palace in Copenhagen as the third child of the Crown Prince of Denmark and the Crown Princess, Princess Ingrid of Sweden. Her father was the eldest son of the King and the Queen, Duchess Alexandrine of Mecklenburg-Schwerin, and her mother was the only daughter of the Crown Prince of Sweden and his British-born wife, daughter of the Duke of Connaught, Princess Margrethe of Connaught. The princess was baptized on October 9, 1946 in the Church of Helmen in Copenhagen. Her godparents are the King of Denmark and Queen of Denmark. Crown Prince of Sweden, the King of Norway, Prince George of Greece and Denmark, the Crown Princess of Norway, Queen Mary of the United Kingdom, Princess Dagmar of Denmark and the Crown Princess of the Netherlands. Early life On April 20, 1947, King Christian X died and Anne-Marie's father ascended the throne as King Frederick IX. Anne-Marie was educated at Sol's School in Denmark from 1952 to 1961. In 1961 she attended the Châtelet School for Girls, an English boarding school outside Montreux in Switzerland. In 1963 and 1964 she attended the Institut Le Mesnil, a Swiss finishing school also in Montreux. Marriage and children In 1959, at the age of 13, Anne-Marie first met her future husband, her triple third cousin Constantine, Crown Prince of Greece, who accompanied his parents, King Paul and Queen Frederica, on a state visit to Denmark. They met a second time in Denmark in 1961, when Constantine declared to his parents his intention to marry Anne-Marie. They met again in Athens in May 1962 at the marriage of Constantine's sister Princess Sophia of Greece and Denmark to Prince Juan Carlos of Spain, at which Anne-Marie was a bridesmaid, and again in 1963 at the centenary celebrations of the Greek monarchy. On March 6, 1964, King Paul died, and Constantine succeeded him as King of the Hellenes. In July 1964, the announcement of the engagement of Constantine and Anne-Marie raised the polite protests of the left in Denmark. Anne-Marie and Constantine were married on September 18, 1964 in the metropolis, the Greek Orthodox Cathedral of Athens. The bride wore a Gen Bender design. The couple has 5 children. Princess Alexia of Greece and Denmark. She was married on July 9, 1999 in London to Carlos Morales Quintana. The couple has 4 children. Crown Prince Pavlos of Greece, Prince of Denmark. He was married on July 1, 1995 in London to Marie Chantal Miller, who has been styled thereafter as the Crown Princess Pavlos of Greece, Princess of Denmark. The couple has 5 children. Prince Nikolaus of Greece and Denmark. He married Tatiana Blatnik on August 25, 2010 on the Greek island of Spetses, who has been styled thereafter as Princess Nikolaus of Greece and Denmark. Princess Theodora of Greece and Denmark. Prince Philippos of Greece and Denmark. Anne-Marie and her husband Constantine are third cousins. They share King Christian IX of Denmark as patrilineal great-great-grandfather. They also share Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland as a great-great-grandmother. As Queen of Greece, Anne-Marie spent much of her time working for a charitable foundation known as Her Majesty's Fund, which provided assistance to people in rural areas of Greece. Exile In December 1967, Anne-Marie unregistered trademark husband King Constantine attempted a counter-coup against the military junta which had been sworn in by himself after a successful coup during the previous April. The counter-coup failed and Anne-Marie and her family had to flee to Italy. During the aftermath, Anne-Marie miscarried a child. The family lived for 2 months in the Greek embassy and then for the next 5 years in a house in a suburb of Rome. In 1973, Anne-Marie moved with her family to England. They lived first in Cobham in Surrey. Later they moved to the London suburb of Hampstead where they continue to live. The Greek government seized their former private home of Tatoi. It was only after a successful appeal to the European Court of Human Rights that the Greek government were forced to pay compensation for the property. King Constantine has used the money obtained to set up the Anne-Marie Foundation. Current activities In 1980 Anne-Marie and Constantine founded Hellenic College of London, a bilingual school where her own children were educated. She is currently honorary chairman of the school. The government of Greece did not permit Anne-Marie to return to Greece until 1981 when she was allowed to enter Greek territory for several hours to attend the funeral of her mother-in-law, Queen Frederick. She and her family paid a private visit to Greece in 1993. Since 2003 when the property dispute between her husband Constantine and the government of Greece concluded Anne-Marie has visited Greece numerous times. In 2003 Anne-Marie and her husband established the Anna Maria Foundation with the money reimbursed to them by the government of Greece for the appropriation of their private property. The foundation provides aid to victims of natural disasters, including earthquakes and floods, in Greece. Anne-Marie serves as president of the foundation. On May 21, 2004 Anne-Marie was peripherally involved in a dispute in Madrid between former Crown Prince Vittorio Emanuele of Italy and his cousin and dynastic rival Prince Amedeo of Savoy-Aosta. At a soirée copyrighty held at the Zarzuela Palace during the wedding celebrations of Felipe, Prince of Asturias, Amedeo approached Vittorio who reportedly punched him twice in the face, causing him to stumble backward down the steps. The quick intervention of Anne-Marie, who propped him up, prevented Amedeo from falling to the ground. She discreetly assisted him indoors while stanching his bleeding facial wounds until first aid was administered. Upon learning of the incident, Spain's King Juan Carlos, a cousin of both men, reportedly declared that never again would an opportunity to abuse his hospitality be afforded the competing pretenders. Anne-Marie's quick action avoided what might have been more serious injury to Amedeo. On August 14, 2004 Anne-Marie and her husband Constantine visited their former home in Athens, the former royal palace now the presidential palace, for the first time since 1967. They were received by then-President of Greece Kostas Stephanopoulos along with other members of the International Olympic Committee. In December 2004 Constantine, Anne-Marie and their children were again invited to pay a personal private visit by President Stephanopoulos. Titles, styles and honors. She is titular Queen of Greece since 1974. This title is not recognized under the terms of the Republican Constitution of Greece. Titles, August 30, 1946 September 18, 1964, Her Royal Highness Princess Anne-Marie of Denmark, September 18, 1964 December 8, 1974, Her Majesty the Queen of the Hellenes, Princess of Denmark, December 8, 1974 present, Her Majesty Queen Anne-Marie of the Hellenes, Princess of Denmark, Honours, National Honours, Denmark, Knight Grand Cross with Collar of the Order of the Elephant, Denmark, Dame of the Royal Family Order of King Frederick IX, Denmark, Dame of the Royal Family Order of Queen Margrethe II, Denmark. Recipient of the 75th Birthday Medal of Queen Margrethe II, Denmark, recipient of the official Ruby Jubilee Medal of Queen Margrethe II, Denmark, recipient of the Ruby Jubilee Medal of Queen Margrethe II, Denmark, recipient of the 70th Birthday Medal of Queen Margrethe II, Denmark, recipient of the Silver Jubilee Medal of Queen Margrethe II, Greek Royal Family, Knight Grand Cross of the Order of the Redeemer, Greek Royal Family, Grand Mistress Dame Grand Cross of the Order of Saints Olga and Sophia, Greek Royal Family, recipient of the commemorative badge of the Centenary of the Kingdom of Greece. Foreign honors, Empire of Iran, recipient of the commemorative medal of the 2500-year celebration of the Persian Empire, Sweden, recipient of the commemorative badge of the 50th birthday medal of King Carl XVI Gustaf. Ancestors. Notes. Citations. External links, The Royal House of Greece, the official website of the Greek royal family.